Well, first of all, I just wanted to say thank you so much to Ilana for thinking of this extremely cool project that just brings together klezmer fiddlers from all around the world and is a place for us um, to show our love for this incredible material that was collected by Moshe Beregovski. So the first one that I was assigned and that I'm going to play is number 13, Tish-Nign, and that is a table song. And so it would be sung at the table, kind of with people pounding while you sing. It's a really great experience. I recommend it, highly recommend it. So this Negan was really interesting for me to learn and to play through. It kind of like goes back and forth between two places. The first sort of being this kind of sorrowful inward place, and then you're kind of pulled out into this joyous celebratory section, but then pulled back to the sorrowful place. So I was kind of relating it to, you know, our present times and how we're kind of all stuck in this maybe sometimes sorrowful contemplative places. But it's also, I mean, today is like the second day of summer here basically, and that is really joyous for me. Everything's green, so I was trying to relate those two things, and yeah, so I'll play it.
What a great tune. Very good.
I know, it's so interesting. It's got so many parts to it. I was telling Ilana earlier that sort of my process with this tune was that I was sort of imagining when it would have been sung. I think it was gathered pretty late in 1945 from a cantor Joseph from Talny, right?
I think the person who gave it to Beregovski thought it was by that guy who was old.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, which it seems like it's by a cantor to me. It definitely has that feeling. So I kind of was imagining that that there were a bunch of kids around the table just like waiting for that major section where the tempo pulls back, and it's just like that joyous section that the kids are waiting for, and then the contemplative section comes again, and then they're excited to go into that joyous section again. I was saying it's like the modern form of dropping the bass. So
It's great. Does anybody have any questions for Abigail? There is a chat button at the bottom if you want to um, uh, indicate that you want to ask her a question, or if um, and then we can unmute you, or we can read out your question. Not at the moment, maybe. Abigail, did you come to Klezmer a while ago, or has it been a more recent thing?
yeah, I I started playing klezmer probably maybe like a little over 10 years ago. And my real introduction was probably Klez Camp, um, before that closed, sadly. And I was very fortunate to be living in New York City when I discovered klezmer music, which happens to be where some of the greatest klezmer musicians in the world live. So pretty immediately, I was taken under the wing of Deborah Strauss, wonderful, uh, just amazing musician and person, and just musical soul of a person. Uh, and um, and she just like taught me all the ways of klezmer, and I had it was like a quick apprenticeship. Like I would just play something and she'd just be like, no, that's wrong, that's not right. Because I sounded like somebody doing a caricature of klezmer music for a while. So yeah, it's been about 12 years, and I have to say that this project has been really nice that you're doing, Ilana, with Beregovski, and also the Beregovski forum on Facebook that Craig Judelman, I think that's his last name, is doing, because it's helping me continue to awaken my curiosity in like the culture around it. I think before, when I started playing klezmer music, I was just like, get me all the tunes. I want to learn how to play it. What are the modes? What are what key is it in? All these things. How do I improvise? What's a crest? Like a crest is a cry that you do on the instrument. And it seems to be what everybody wants to learn first, even though there's so much about gestures and other impetus for why it happens. That's a whole other can of worms. But I guess what I'm getting to is that in the past several years, I've finally gotten to a place of like, who, like, who were these people and what was going on, and just more about the culture around it. And yeah, just reading Zev Feldman's book on klezmer, reading Kurt Bjorling and introduction to Beregovski, and yeah, so that's been
Culture,
my journey.
culture schmulture. Let's have some more music.
Yeah. So yes, so the next one is number 136. It was collected in 1913, and it kind of has a funny, it's like a funny little piece, little simple piece. Quite enjoyed it. Little short one.
It's great. There's such a variety of mood, isn't there? There's every single one has got like a microcosm of different emotions and.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I was only kidding about the culture thing. Give us more culture. Come on, Abigail. Give us more.
Yeah. What was I thinking about this one? I don't know. Yeah, it definitely seems like it's a dance. It seems like it's a little fast to sing, but actually that's fine. Yeah.
It's quite instrumental, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely feels more like a freilach. Like a freilach is a type of dance that literally means happy. So not all Jewish music is sad. Biggest understatement.
Well, as Sandra said, it's got a Ukrainian flavour to it, and probably it was a Ukrainian tune. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. When I first read it, I was like, this, yeah, it doesn't sound quite religious. It doesn't sound like it has, any much Jewish melodic material. It sounds more of like a co-territorial situation in this case.
Oh, there's a big question from Uri. Do you want to unmute, Uri, and ask your question?
Just read the text that I spent so much time writing. That'd be weird.
I'm going to frame it.
I was just wondering, I was going to ask this before too, but now as we keep joking about how culture is not interesting, we just want the music. I'm wondering how in your playing, the culture informs what you're doing. Like you gave this example of, you're imagining kind of a setting and the children are waiting for the major part, the drop the bass section. Are there other ways where you're imagining some kind of a historical, social, or any other type of form of situation that you think about and that then changes the way that you play a tune?
Yeah, I think that oftentimes with a tune, I always will create some sort of narrative that helps me see what's going on musically, and especially as I continue to become informed by what narrative it would have been composed in, or what it would have been surrounded by when it was written. That's been helping a lot. Yeah, that's a tricky question. I can't really think of any more examples. I still feel like I'm kind of just in the beginning of this journey of taking that cultural knowledge in and letting it inform my playing. But certainly for songs with words, there's definitely a lot. I mean, my band, Ezekiel's Wheels Klezmer band, based in Boston, as you know, Ori.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, people have heard of us. But we do the very classic tune that is very popular, Mein Ruhe Platz. And that one in particular, it was written during the sweatshops in the 20th century, early 20th century. So it very much had a cultural context. So when it has words, you can definitely do your research.
Shout out to your arrangement of that tune, which is my absolute favorite arrangement of that tune.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's on our album. Our latest album, which is called The Thread. And I made kind of a very weird arrangement of that tune. And it definitely was completely informed by the culture or what was going on around it. And my arrangement is, it's got a lot of pain in it. So, which can be cathartic.
All the world is in it.
Yeah. Well, I thought that I would sing this next one because they are wordless songs. I would sing and play it. This one is, I feel like it's Negan 100, and it's the last one that I have prepared. And and it was also recorded in 1945 in Vershadi, Venezia. Is that how you say it? The region of Vershadi, Venezia. I don't really speak Russian at all, so yeah. And I thought this one was really, really beautiful, and I enjoyed singing it. And I'm gonna probably play it 5 times through. So if you're muted, you can feel free to sing along, because I should mention that Nigunim, they have this quality that you just feel like you know the tune. I've had this happen so many times where I've been listening to a Negan and I'm just like, oh, I'm suddenly singing it. Like I didn't even, there was no process of learning it. I just know it. It's part of my soul. And that can especially happen when you're at a table with a bunch of wine. So if anybody has wine, or not, but yeah. So if you, please feel free to sing along once you start getting the hang of the tune. Ai dai dai pai. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai dai pai. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai bye 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 dai dai dai. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai ai dum pa dum pa bum pa bye. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai dai dai ai dai 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 dai. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai dai 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 ai dai dai. Ai dum pa dum pa dum. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai dum pa bum pa dum. Bye 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 dai dai. Ai dai 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 ai pa dum pa dum pa dum. Ai bye 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 bye. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai ai dum ba dum ba bum ba bum. Ai bye 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 bye. Ai dai dai. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai dai dai dai. Ai dai. Ai dai dai dai. Ai dai dai. Ai dai 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 dai. Ai bum pa dum pa dum. Ai bye 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 bye. Ai dai 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 dai. I I'm ba bum ba bum ba bye. I die da die da die die die. I die die. I die 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 die. I die 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 die. Die 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 die. I bye 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 bye. Die 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 die. I die 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 die. Die 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 die. Die die die. Die, die, die. Thank you. I like that one. I love the refrain at the end of that one. The die, 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 die. It doesn't repeat like the other two sections. There's also this like call, this reach up in the middle of the in the middle of the A and B section, which is so cool. It's like it's you know, a classic A B section, but then you have this one measure in between them. Repeats. This one. It gets you really to the drama of the second section. Like the B section is very, very dramatic compared to the other two. So it's this nice juxtaposition with the winding down refrain and the first section that is just more introducing you to the mode that we're in. So
yeah, I was going to say it's got these sort of little, it's got the Jewish stuff in it, but somehow it's not in the way we might expect it to be.
Yeah, yeah. It's a cool tune, really is. Thank you so much for assigning it. Like I loved all the tunes. They're going to make their way into my repertoire that I play for sure.
Well, thank goodness, and great in that order. So, in terms of what you're doing at the moment, is klezmer a big focus of your work? Because I know you're quite eclectic. You do many different musical things.
I wear many different hats, but my two main hats are definitely klezmer, just Jewish music, and I'm learning Yiddish right now. Also learning to sing still, so learning Yiddish and to sing at the same time, and then singing in Yiddish. It's quite fun. And then, yeah, of course, the fiddle. I just love klezmer fiddle so much. Constantly listening to the old recordings, source recordings that we have. It's just such golden material. But besides that, I am into experimental kind of avant-garde new music. So I'm a composer and an improviser in more free, what you would call free improvisation and more experimental genres. So those are my two hats, basically.
I'm thinking Francesca Terberg as well. Have you two met?
I haven't, but I've heard about her. People have told me about her, and we're across the pond, right? She also in For some reason, I haven't met a lot of the people in London. I guess it's because I haven't been to any London workshops or anything, but I've mostly stayed in the Klez Canada, Klez Camp, and I just haven't met you guys as much, which is really sad, but also really nice because I'm meeting Ilana today, and you're being a wonderful connection between the string players in the klezmer community.
Well, we're all going to be together virtually, if not in the flesh for the moment. Abigale, is there anything else you'd like to play us that wasn't on the list that's in your mind at the moment?
Yeah, I thought that I would play something that I wrote, maybe. I wrote a hora, and then if I'm feeling it, maybe I'll go into a Beregovski Freilachs that my band Eagles Wheels plays. But yeah, I thought it might be nice to do something that I've written. Thank you, everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
that rocks. Thanks, Abigail. That's really fantastic. Let me show
Isn't
you.
that a weird Freilachs? It's so cool. It's just
It's
like
like
what?
a solo piece, isn't it? It's really got a kind of like, here I am.
It is, and it was collected from a fiddler, so it's definitely a fiddle piece.
Excellent. I like the little string crossing bit, and then we've got the other bits, and it's really cool.
John and I, the violinist in Ezekiel's Wheels, we call it our Suzuki moment. Like Suzuki violin. Yeah, it just, when we play it together, so it just kind of felt like, I was like, it just seems like we're in a Suzuki class. So that is fun.
Very folky, very folky.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, has anybody else got anything that they want to ask Abigail? I'm happy you're going to come back for the denouement, the rap party next Wednesday. Are you good? Oh, is that your husband there asking if you're single?
What? Oh.
Nothing. Don't look. Don't look. It'll put you off your stride.
Oh yeah, that's my husband.
There's a comment going up in chat. Are you single?
I think that's my husband.
There is just one of her. Is that what you mean? Well, let's thank Abigail, and then we can move on. Thanks so much for coming and being with us.
Yes, thank you so much to everybody who took the time out of your day to join us.